please commit the code that we've written by dragging it into your GitHub repository, putting in a brief comment, and then committing your code. Next, create a file called po3 input output and write in the comments you see on your screen. Note that in PyCharm we can push enter on long comments and it will automatically add the hash in for us. To get input from a user, we need a variable, followed by the keyword input, and then our question in speech marks. Remember that when you run your code, you want to make sure that you are running the current file, and as you can see, it asks for our name. We can see our output in a separate window by right-clicking, choosing View Mode, and choosing Window. So I'm going to keep this window handy, and I'm simply going to put in my name, and as you can see, that code worked, but it didn't output anything. The next thing that we can do is we can ask the user for their favorite number. Once again, we set up a variable called something like favorite number, and this is going to be an integer, and once I've got the integer, I can then put in my input and ask them their favorite number. And when I run the code, we can see it's asking for my name and my favorite number, and if I put in an integer, it's fine. And interestingly, if I put in text rather than an integer, the program crashes and we get something called a value error. I'll show you how to stop this happening in the near future. The next thing on my list is to double the favorite number. I can do this by setting up a variable called double and simply multiplying the favorite number by 2. Can you halve and square the user's favorite number? Please pause this video and give it a go. To halve the number, use a variable name called half and divide the favorite number by 2. To square it, you can multiply the favorite number by itself, or you can use a shorthand for squaring. If you want to confirm that this has worked, you can create some strategic print statements to check that your math is correct. To greet the user, we need a print statement. We need some speech marks. We can say hi, open and close a curly bracket, and inside, type in the username variable. Did you notice the little F that appeared at the start when you did? This is going to insert our username. We can then continue and say that our favorite number is. Once again, you need to open and close a curly bracket and pop in the variable name. And here's what happens when I run the program. It asks me the questions and then greets me and tells me my favorite number. Please write print statements to show double, half, and the square of the user's favorite number. You can start by creating a print statement with empty placeholders. You can then start typing in variable names and use tab to accept PyCharm's suggestions. And there's what my code now looks like. You can see that I've used the placeholder and put in the favorite number and then the answer. At the end of the program, we have a space, which is a blank print statement, and then we tell the user to have a nice day. And that's what my output currently looks like. It's a little bit cramped, and one way to fix that is to put in a print statement at the start of greeting our user. Another way to fix that, which is a little different, is to go /n before we say hi. And as you can see, that looks a lot better.